Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Zorb, and today I'm gonna bring you guys the day 4 or maybe even 5. I don't remember, but basically it's going to be the Pick'em Challenge and Pick'em Fantasy Challenge team. I'm just gonna be showing you my last picks. I've been doing okay in the team Pick'em. I did really bad. I was doing good at first, and then I had a really bad day today. All the upsets literally happened. It was crazy, and it was kind of unfortunate, but we're gonna make the best of it. And so I don't think it's possible for me to get the gold in the pick'em anymore, the team pick'em. I think I'm out of that. So now I'm just focusing completely on the fantasy team. But anyway, so for the pick'em, as you guys can see, I started off pretty good. You know, I only lost these two. I thought Nip was gonna be Titan, and somehow Titan won. And then I was just hoping C9 would play good, even though I had a really like a hunch LG was gonna win. But whatever, I only lost two. I was doing good here, only lost two again, and then did good this day, got 3 out of 4, and this is what screwed me. VP just didn't play very well. Jakayem on G2, he's a really good player. He used to play for LJB. Basically, he's just been going off this tournament. It's been absolutely ridiculous, like how many kills he's been getting, which is just absolutely insane. So basically, um, VP ended up losing, which is kind of unfortunate because everybody on G2 did like just basically they just went even, and then Jakayem was like plus 25, which is just ridiculous. And then TSM has been playing out of their minds the last few months, easily the #1 team in the world, and NiP just gave them the nice 2-0. You know, NiP is just one of those teams that you can just never count out, and so I thought TSM was gonna win, but NiP they just played amazing, so hats off to them. And then this last one, I just had a hunch that LG was gonna. I thought this was just a tournament of their lives, but turns out Navi played a really good best of 3, 1-2-0, and they're two really close games, so nothing you can do about that. But basically, the last day, we have Envy versus G2. I think Envy will take that with ease. I think they'll probably 2 them, to be honest. Honestly, they just have a better map pool. They're better on every map. Their individual skill is easily better than every person on G2. Even with Jakayem going absolutely insane, I feel like Envy will still shut them down. It's Envy's the most skilled team in the game. It doesn't matter. I mean, even if they make reckless plays and whatnot, they're still the best team in the game. It's just unbelievable how good they are. And then for NiP versus Navi, this is easily the most 50-50 game I've seen. Navi's been playing good, and NIP's been playing really good. It just comes down to if NIP shows up. I'm hoping they do because I love NiP. I'm not a big Navi fan at all, so I'm just hoping that NiP pulls through. Honestly, it's 50-50, so it doesn't really matter. If Guardian goes off, if Guardian and Seized duo it up, then Navi wins. If Forest and Get Right and Alu all work together and Frybreak hit some entries and whatnot, then you're gonna have NiP win. So I think it's gonna be an NiP and Envy final, and then I have Envy taking it. So that comes into the fantasy team, which means basically you want to pick the team that you think is going to play or go to finals, because that means they have more like maps to play. And if you look at this, I started off with like 4% global rating, top 4%, then I went to like 5%, then I was like 3%, and then today I had like an okay day. I could have had a much better day if all my teams won. I tried to pick my teams with the teams that I thought would win, and they all lost, and I still got 326 points, which is pretty crazy. So right now my global rating is 6%, which is actually really good. That means I'm 1% away from getting a gold trophy and being in the top 5% of the whole global rating for this. But basically for my today, or tomorrow rather, I'm picking Envy, and don't pick Envy. Don't like if you think Envy's gonna win the championship, it would be probably the best idea to put Envy as your all 5 of them as your team, because they're gonna play the most maps and they're probably gonna win. If you think Envy is gonna win, it's probably ideal to put them because they'll be going positive. Usually, if you're going positive, you're gonna win. If you go negative, you're gonna lose. That's just usually how kills and frags work. It just turns out that way. If you're fragging, you usually win. There's some instances where that's not true, but basically the part where this is like key. Like I saw a Trilix video about this, and he had Envy as his team, but he kind of mixed up the roles, which is a little weird to me. He doesn't. I don't think he really understands each play style of the people on Envy. So as my commando, I have Apex. He was playing out of his mind today. Like it was just absolutely ridiculous. He was getting 4K after 4K after 3K. Just absolutely. He just literally won Envy of the series. It was unbelievable. So that's why I have him as commando. I feel like he'll go off. He's been playing ridiculous ever since he joined Envy. It's just unbelievable play from him. Clutch King I have Happy, and the reason I have Happy as my Clutch King is because right here it says They get 4 points for every single kill they get as them being like the last person on the team. So it could be like a 1v4 situation. Happy will kill 3, lose the round, and that's 12 points that you get right there just from that, because 4 times 3 equals 12. But and the thing about Happy is, I think Trillix didn't even have Happy as this, but the thing about Happy is he's the IGL for Envy, so he bases all the strats around. He makes Envy play basically to benefit him, which is, it may seem selfish, but the thing is it works. And he's usually last alive, or he's usually lurking, because he's always lurking, which means that if his team dies for some reason, he'll be last alive, and he'll get like 2 kills, 2 free kills from somebody rotating. So he'll be last alive a lot of the time, So it's really good idea to put him as your clutch king, because he'll be last alive a lot. Eco Warrior, Kiyoshima's the best pistol player in the game. Forrest is a close second. You know, Kiyoshima's just ridiculous. I've had him as my Eco Warrior basically every day, and he's been getting me a ton of points. You know, he's insane player. So Eco Warrior, good idea to have him here. MBK, him and Apex usually go entry fragger role. A lot of times MBK will just run in and get a few kills. Sometimes he'll go second, but a lot of time him and Apex kind of switch off with entry fragger. I think Apex will do better in kill death ratio. So that's why I have him as commando instead of entry fragger. So obviously I'm not going to put Kenny as the entry fragger. So that's why I have him as entry fragger, and then obviously we have Kenny as the sniper, because he's going to get a lot of op kills just like every other match. I switched off between Kenny and Guardian this whole entire weekend, so you know, just got to have Kenny there. So basically that's the team. I submitted it already. Hopefully Envy goes to the finals and then wins the finals. I would love to see 3 maps in the best of 3 in the semis, and then a the second best of 3 in finals. So I'd love to see 3 maps, because more maps equals more kills equals more points. Anyways, guys, if you do enjoy this video and some intel, insight, whatever you want to call it, on the pick'em thing, please leave a like, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.